In this video, I'll be discussing why IRyS is in my opinion one of the best characters in HoloCure and why you should try to play her if you haven't. I'll be going over her skills, builds and tips for her so you can play her effectively. So first, let's talk about the character. She comes at a very low HP of only 55, but her speed makes it up for it. Her main weapon is called Nephilim Blast, which shoots to a light and dark blast. When awakened, her Nephilim Blast deals damage up to 7 times to a single target. Her special is Hope is Descending, where multiple flowers fall from above the screen and then explode after a short delay. This does come with a very low cooldown of only 60 seconds. What truly makes her strong is her skill set. Like other characters, she has 3 skills available. In this case, it's called Half Angel, Half Demon, and Hope. These skills work in sync with each other. Now let's go over them one by one. Half Angel gives you a chance to heal when you land a critical hit. The cooldown time for this is so low, only 0.3 seconds. What this means is that you can pretty much get a high crit rate and abuse this skill. Half Demon increases your damage up to a certain amount for 5 seconds, and the timer resets every time IRyS heals. See where this is going? You'll end up chain triggering this skill if you also proc Half Angel. Hope increases your crit chance while also giving you a chance to heal if you get hit, and it creates a shockwave that knocks back all targets. So both Hope and Half Angel will give you an easy time to trigger Half Demon, and here is a simple flowchart of how this works. Basically, every time IRyS heals, it will activate her Half Demon skill. You can even activate Half Demon when she's at full HP, so you can get items like Eldritch Horror or Jingisukan to activate this effect almost every second. For her weapon build, prioritize damage per second over burst, as it will give her more easier time to activate her skills. Weapons like Dragonfire and Bone Bros work well as these can pierce through enemies. For items, get items that increase your stats like Membership, Hope Soda, and Get Well Soon Pill. Items that increase your max HP also work well as you should get hit frequently to trigger her skills. So defensive items like Picky Picky P-Man and Breastplate should be your go-to. If you are feeling daring, high-risk items like Face Mask and even Injection type Asakoko works very well, but you need to keep an eye on your health. Some players even play with weapon limit and focus on upgrading stats, which is completely doable. If you are going this route, prioritize attack up, crit up, and HP up as these work in sync with her skills. For the tips, in the early game, try to get all her skills as soon as possible. It doesn't matter if they're at level 1, at least you can trigger all their effect. Try to awaken her main weapon quickly too, and don't focus yet on getting other weapons. If you get bad rolls, then getting 1 or 2 weapons isn't too bad, but make sure these weapons are the ones that are required for a collab. During mid-game, it's okay to get Swarm as your skills should keep you alive. Just make sure to keep moving to not get overwhelmed. At this stage, you should have a decent build with some items, and if you're lucky, already a collab. Now during the late game, like other characters, focus on surviving. Opposite to mid game, try not to get swarmed as enemies deal a lot of damage late game. It's okay if enemies catch up to you, but you should always keep moving. Another tip is not to save your special skill, as your main source of damage is your weapon and skill set. Think of your special as a bonus damage. Taking foods that increase your stats is also a nice thing to have, but it's not mandatory. And that's it for the IRyS video. Of course, I do enjoy playing with other characters, but IRyS is a god tier character in the current version of the game, and many people use her to top the leaderboards and even to farm coins. I hope this video proves to be useful. If you enjoyed this, consider subscribing, liking, or commenting as it motivates me to create more content like this. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one.